Well, hello there and welcome to this video. This video is proudly brought to you by Success Training Academy, and we want to share with you the ins and outs of the TAE 40116, essentially a Cert 4 in Training Assessment, what you're going to learn most out of the course and how it's going to really benefit and expand your career options. Okay, so it is our absolute pleasure to welcome you to this video, and we hope that by the end of this video you will have enough information to be able to make the right decision for you as to how Success Training Academy course works and whether it is going to be the right fit for you and your study approach and who you are as a person. And of course, we're going to share a little bit about how Success Training Academy is different to any other RTO, and we are really excited to present this information to you. So let's get straight to it. Success Training Academy has been around for about 8 or 9 years now, and this is a picture of our office on the Gold Coast. We deliver the TAE course throughout Australia in numerous locations, and we deliver it in many different approaches. We've got face-to-face, we've got online, we've got blended, and we really try to work with the students to make sure that students pick the right approach that's going to really work for their study style, their own lifestyle, but at the end of the day, we want to make sure that they get their learning outcomes. So, who is Success Training Academy? Well, Success Training Academy was born to fill a gap in the vocational training industry, to provide the best quality training resources and delivering methods available for a range of qualifications and industries. And the awesome thing about Success Training Academy is it's not just limited to just one provider, but it enables us to provide training across a variety of fields. And our course materials and partnering RTOs have been carefully selected to ensure that we are only offering course content that's been developed by RTOs and writers who have the knowledge and expertise to back up their claims and are extremely current to industry requirements. Now, at Success Training Academy, we deliver a number of courses across a range of industries, and we've got training assessment, we've got WHS, workplace health and safety, we've got business, we've got security, we've got first aid, justice of the peace, hospitality. So you're going to find that Success Training Academy has a great width and breadth of knowledge that it really brings to every single one of its courses. And with Success Training Academy, you have options of many different locations throughout Australia. You've got the Gold Coast, you've got Brisbane, you've got Cairns, you've got Mackay, and you've got Melbourne. So in terms of the Cert 4 in Training Assessment, it is currently offered through a partnership with HBTA RTO and is delivered in those locations. It is delivered, as I mentioned, through online, face-to-face, and a blended approach. Okay, but now let's take a look at the Cert 4 in Training Assessment and why people would really look to do that qualification. So we've got people that maybe want to get off the tools. And essentially what that means is maybe they've been in their industry for a long period of time, and maybe they're a little bit tired of going through the motions of their day-to-day grind, and instead of doing that, they want to start teaching and giving back to their industry. And the next point there is give back to their industry and really share their knowledge. Maybe they want to become a trainer in their workplace. Maybe they want to take on apprentices in their industry. And last of all, maybe they want to expand their influence in their industry because over time, maybe they've discovered some things that could really help people that are up and coming in their industry, or they've noticed some things that could really be rectified, resolved, and enhanced in industry practice. Now, the TAE is a fantastic qualification that really gives people the opportunity to do each of those things. Now, in terms of industry roles, what does the TAE 40116 really make possible for people? Well, they can become instructional designers of course content. They can become workplace trainers, corporate trainers. They can work at TAFE or at RTOs becoming trainers and assessors. They can become RPL assessors, learning and development managers, compliance officers. So now, the TAE, it's a fantastic qualification. It's going to certainly make those things possible. But let's take a step back and let's have a look at the qualification itself. What will you actually learn in the TAE 40116 and specifically with Success Training Academy? Well, you're going to learn dynamic public speaking skills. You're going to learn the ability to engage all learners regardless of their learning style. You're going to learn the ability to conduct training needs analysis. You're going to learn to work with clients to design appropriate training to meet client needs. You're going to develop the ability to work with one-on-one learners as well as conduct group facilitation. Really important skills. You're going to learn the ability to support learners with learning challenges, and you're also going to learn the ability to plan the assessment processes for candidates as part of the vet sector. You're going to learn the ability to design and develop effective and compliant assessment tools, a very, very significant part of the vet sector. You're going to learn the ability to conduct assessments in and out of your workplace with national units of competency or accredited courses. You're going to learn the skills and knowledge to work within the vet sector and understand your requirements as a trainer and assessor in your industry. Going through the TAE, you're not just going to learn the skills and knowledge to do the job, but also how to meet the standards of your RTO and of the national regulator. Very, very, very important. Okay, so now let's take a look at the course structure and how it's all made up. Now, as I mentioned, you can do it through a blended approach, face-to-face, or all online. And when you speak to the team at Success Training Academy, they'll be able to help you decide which is going to be the best for you. But the course structure, let's imagine you're coming across to the face-to-face program. Now, we've got the pre-course work. So you're going to complete an enrollment pack, which is going to make sure that you have the fundamental communication skills and the vocational background to be able to really thrive in the TAE program. There's going to be some pre-class reading that you're going to need to do. There's going to be some pre-class webinars. Also, when you come along to the face-to-face course, let's take a look at what's involved in that. It's a 5-day immersion experience where you're going to learn the theoretical knowledge, and you're going to, of course, learn the skills to do very thorough and powerful presentations. In total in the course, you are required to complete 3 presentations. Now, guaranteed in your course, in the face-to-face experience, you're going to get 1 of those presentations done, maybe even 2, but 2 or 3 of those presentations are going to be done back at your workplace, and you will need to record those, okay? Now, in the face-to-face course, you will also go through prepping your assessment activities and prepare documents, okay? But ultimately, in the face-to-face course, you're going to go through some projects, and you're going to really understand what's involved in designing a program, delivering a program, assessing a program, validating a program, and you're going to get the skills and knowledge to be able to do all of those things, okay? Yes, there'll be a couple of projects that will be done outside of class, but the phenomenal thing is that when it comes to the post face-to-face information and projects, you're going to have a webinar that's going to support you through every single one of those projects. And I'll get to that in a moment. So we got post face-to-face, which involves some short answer questions and post-course independent study, as I mentioned. Okay. So, course entry requirements. Those entering this program must be able to demonstrate vocational competency in their proposed teaching and assessing area. Vocational competency is defined as broad industry knowledge and experience and may include, but is not limited to, holding a relevant unit of competency or qualification in that area. In order to enter the TA program, you'll be required to meet the above requirement by submitting your resume, current position description, and related industry qualifications. Okay, so how are we different? Well, as I mentioned, the greatest benefit is that you're going to have webinars and support materials on every item in your course. We have webinars on all of the short answer questions. We have webinars on all of the projects. So you will never feel like you don't have that support. Now let's break it down for you. So the Success Training Academy course, how is it structured? Well, you're going to have 3 booklets. You're going to have the design cluster booklet. You're going to have a delivery cluster booklet. And you're going to have an assessment cluster booklet. Now, as part of each of those booklets, it's made up of short answer questions and it's made up of projects. Now, some of those projects are going to be covered in class. And you're going to have direct access to the trainer to ask any questions at all as you go through those projects. But you're also going to, as it says here on the slide, have webinars that are going to walk you through those projects, remind you about what you learn in class, and you're going to walk away from class having the skills, the knowledge, and the confidence to be able to complete those tasks. So the design cluster booklet, you've got a couple of projects that you're going to work through in your own time, which are not going to take very long. And if you get stuck on anything at all, you're going to have that webinar to access, which is, again, we're going to reinforce those learnings and going to tell you how to complete every item. With a delivery cluster, you're going to have some short answer questions. You're going to have presentations that you will deliver, 1 in class, maybe 2 in class, depending on the time, and you're going to have maybe a presentation that you will deliver back in your workplace, and all of those requirements will be explained to you in class. Assessment cluster, you're going to have some short answer questions, and you're going to design some assessments. You're going to practice using those assessments. You're going to get some feedback on that. And you're also going to go away and make a couple of assessments and use those in your workplace as well. Or if you don't have a workplace, you'll be able to use those with your friends and family. So throughout the entire process, you're going to have the support that you will need. You're going to have access to your trainer direct via email, phone, and the ability to get that one-on-one support that maybe most other RTOs don't or can't provide. Okay, so that's our course structure. And how are we different? We're going to over-deliver on that support. So if you've still got questions, or if you're ready to enroll, give the office a call on 1300 605 999 or email the office on enroll@successtrainingacademy.com.au or the other email that you may find on the website. But ultimately, you need to make sure that it is the right course for you. And regardless of whichever RTO you go for, you're going to find that the duration of a course is generally around 6 months. And the amount of work that is required is going to be quite similar regardless of which RTO you go with. We hope that we've answered all of your questions, but here is some feedback that our satisfied students have provided us with in the past. So Chris is a brilliant TAE trainer, easy to understand, keep things moving, keeps you interested. Here's Ryan, who said, I was very happy with the training and support services provided by Success Training Academy, and I would recommend this company to my friends, family, and colleagues. The most thing I enjoyed about my experience with Success Training Academy was that it was made relevant to my previous experiences and working background. Chris, you were amazing, exceeded expectations, awesome knowledge, and incomparable willingness to share all range of industry knowledge. So thank you so much to Genevieve, Ryan, and Alyssa for sharing that feedback. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we look forward to seeing you at one of our next courses.